Hello, YMCA members. My name is Joe Manzoli. I'm the COO of the YMCA of Greater Nashua. And I just wanted to update you on some exciting things that are happening here at the Y as we move forward into the fall. But before I do that, I wanted to just share a few thoughts. First of all, I want to thank you for all that you've done to make sure that as we reopen, we're doing so in a safe way. Those of you who've been coming to the Y, it's been so great to see you. And even more importantly, it's been so great to see you get together with others. You're doing so in a safe way, you're following all the guidelines, and we've been getting a lot of great comments from you about how safe you feel and how important it is for you to be here. For those of you who haven't come back yet, thank you for continuing to stay engaged online. We've had great responses to our online classes. So if you haven't seen those yet, you can either take pre-recorded classes on our Beyond Our Walls page, or you can do some live stream classes, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I want to thank you for staying engaged. And overall, I just want to thank you all for your continued support of the Y. The last 6 months have really driven home what we've always known, but the Y is not a place. It's a sense of community. As I look out my window right now into the fitness center here at our Nashville branch, I can see people of all ages, all backgrounds, all coming together, some taking care of their own personal health, but really getting together as a community. And with all of the changes that have been happening in our country and in our world over the last 6 months, that is really important, having a place where we can commune. So thank you for all that you're doing. I also want to just give a quick shout out to our staff. Our staff have been amazing. We've asked more of them than we've ever asked before, and they've been amazing. And I've gotten a lot of comments from members about that. In fact, just today, a gentleman popped in my office just to tell me how great our staff have been. So thank you to everybody. We're excited to share some new offerings, some expanded offerings as we move forward. But before I do that, I just want to do a quick review. For those of you who haven't been back to the Y yet, as you prepare to do so, I want to remind you about our core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility, and what those look like now at the YMCA. So caring is wearing your mask. When you come to the Y, when you're in any common areas, wear a mask. When you get to your program area, if you're exercising or swimming or playing, you can remove your mask while you're doing that activity. Then we ask just you put it back on. It's just a way to ensure that we're all taking care of each other. Honesty. If you're not feeling well, stay home. That's true of our members. That's true of me. If we're not feeling well, let's just stay home. 99% of the time, everything's okay, but we just want to take that extra step and stay home. Keeping your distance is a sign of respect. So as you see people, you're going to be excited to see them, particularly if you haven't seen them in a while. We just ask that you greet each other with a sense of respect for their space, and people have been doing an amazing job with that. And then lastly, responsibility. Wiping down your equipment, cleaning your area, washing your hands, all of those are a way to show responsibility. Our staff are cleaning the equipment after you finish, but we ask that you wipe it down before and after use, and then just flip the flag over the top of the equipment as a sign for our staff to go over and take care of that. So if we're all putting our values into practice here at the Y, we're all going to be okay. And just a quick reminder of all the things that are happening at the Y. Our facility is spick and span. In fact, I just saw Brenda right outside here mopping the floor. Our facilities are clean because we've hired some really amazing staff that are doing their job, not just in housekeeping, but in fitness and in aquatics and in membership. Everybody's doing their part to make sure that the facility is clean and safe. We've increased hand sanitizers and machine wipes throughout the facility. All of our employees and volunteers are going through the same check-in as you are. So we're all having our temperatures taken. We're answering a brief questionnaire and then just disinfecting our hands. That whole process takes about 10 seconds, so it doesn't slow you down as you come into the facility. We're all wearing our masks when we're not in an office like this or in another private space. We also have plexiglass in certain areas so that if you have to interact with our staff at the Welcome Center or at the fitness desk, there's a plexiglass there. To cut down on the interactions that you need to have with our staff, we've introduced a new member management software called Personify. If you haven't logged into your Personify account yet, I encourage you to do so, if for nothing else, just to see all of the things that you can do. So a lot of the things that you would have had to have come to the Welcome Center to do in person, you can now do at home through Personify. Managing your account, updating information, registering for programs, all of that can happen from home. We've also continued to expand our live stream and recorded group exercise classes, and I'm going to talk about that more in just a second here. So some of the things that are happening to enhance the member experience. We are expanding our hours of operation. So last week, we went back to our normal operating hours. So that means we're open at 5 a.m. for you early risers, and we're open until 10 p.m. during the week. And then we went back to our normal hours on the weekends. Now, that might change if we get into the fall and winter and we're seeing that we're just not getting anybody here late at night or on an afternoon, on Sunday afternoons. We may contract those hours just a bit, but we did want to go back to those normal hours to expand when people are here, to kind of spread things out, but also to meet your needs and your schedules. We've expanded our blocks, so we still have reservations for strength area, for lap swimming, and for group exercise and some other activities, but we've expanded all of that so we can serve more people at once, and we have more blocks throughout the day. So there's really, if you want to come to the Y, you can come on in. We also reintroduced Kids Stop over the summer, which has been wonderful, and the parents who've had their kids in Kids Stop have been very happy with that because it allows them to go take care of themselves and know that their kids are safely cared for. I've mentioned earlier our virtual programs. So we have pre-recorded classes on our Beyond Our Walls page on our website. We also have live stream classes where you can see an instructor teaching a class online. And we've had a lot of you, I've seen you interacting online with our instructors. We're going to expand that. So we're going to be able to dive deeper into live streaming of actual classes. So there may be a class with 8 or 9 people in a studio, and you can take that same class from home alongside your friends who are in the studio. We have a new portal and a new app that will be coming soon that will make that a lot easier for you to be able to manage that. So we're really excited about rolling that out in the coming weeks. Recreational sports is expanding, and I know this will make a lot of you very happy. So as some of you know, you've been allowed to play racquetball, but you had to play with somebody from your household. That was per the state guidelines. We've worked with the state on that, and we can now expand that. So you can play with your neighbor or another member. You can ask me to play with it if you want. I don't know if I will, but you can ask me. So racquetball, volleyball, tennis, pickleball, badminton, even basketball. You can reserve time and just make sure that you're putting in the names of anyone who's playing. So if you and 3 of your friends want to play basketball, you can reserve court time online and tell us the names of the 4 people who are playing, and then you can come in and play. So that will be, you'll be seeing that very soon online. We've created and enhanced our outdoor studios. So in our Merrimack branch and Nashua branch, we've built out some outdoor studios. You can see a picture of the studio at the Merrimack branch in the evening. So we've added lights, we have heaters out there, so we can run outdoor group exercise classes as long as we can, really until there's snow on the ground. And if you really want to keep doing it when there's snow on the ground, we can do that too. But we're excited about this. That's a forever change. We're going to continue to develop those spaces to make them feel really special because we've gotten such a great response from that. Something else that we're adding very soon is called the Work from the Y space. So we know that many of you are working from home right now, and that can be challenging if you've got a child at home or you just need a change of scenery. If you're stuck, in your bedroom at home and you just want a different space, you can reserve space at the Nashua Y in the room that's next to the pool and the fireplace. We've created some desks with plexiglass around them that you can come in, get some work done. You can have your child in a swim lesson, or you can have your child in Kids Stop, or you can just come at any time you want. So this is a member benefit that you can just come in, reserve a spot online, and come on in and work from the Y. So we're excited to have that rolled out very soon. From a programming standpoint, we've added more programs as we've moved forward. The biggest one is this YMCA Educational Academy. We know that many of you are still trying to figure out, how to manage your kids' schedules, as some schools are fully remote and other schools are doing a hybrid model and you're trying to get to work. So we have full day programming at our Westwood Park branch and at Camp Sargent all day long, and we're making sure that the kids who are in our programs are getting online and doing any of the remote learning that they're required to do through their school. We've added our own curriculum around math and literacy that is grade level based to make sure that kids continue to learn. And we've added lots of fun activities because it's the Y and we want to make sure kids have fun. So we still have space available. We're very excited to be able to offer that program. So please get in touch with us if you need that. We also know because of those schedules that there's more opportunities for you to participate in activities that normally you would have to wait till 6 o'clock at night to do. So we've added swim lessons and sports classes and arts classes and dance classes and so forth in the middle of the day. So if your child is remote learning and you're working from home, you can take a little break in the middle of the day and register for a swim lesson and come on in at a time you normally wouldn't be able to do that. Something else that we're going to be adding soon is something called express terms. So normally our terms or our program sessions run for 8 weeks. So normally we would have term A is September and through October. And if you miss the registration, you would have to wait until November to register. We know that everybody's schedules are a little bit in flux right now, so we're creating these express terms every month so that you can take a 4-week swim lesson or a sports class and not be committed to a full 8 weeks. So that our first express term will start in October. Registration will start soon. So please go online and get more information about that. Next week, you'll be able to see all that's being offered during those express terms. We're also creating pod programming. So we know that for some of you, you're not quite comfortable having your child around other children outside of the pod you may have created in your neighborhood or amongst your family. So with our pod programming, what you'll be able to do is, grab the 4 or 5 kids in your neighborhood that your child has been playing with and sign up for a program together. So you just call us and say, hey, I've got these 5 kids. We want to sign up for a sports class, and we'll create a program for you. So there'll be more information coming about pod programming very soon, but we're excited to be able to offer that. In addition to all that, we're still continuing to look at how we offer programs in a way that meets your needs. So we have more online music lessons and dance classes and all those kinds of things online. We'll be expanding upon soon with that express term. We are also looking at more programs that we can run outside. So a perfect example of that, our NFL flag football program, which is a very popular program that starts in late September, early October typically, and runs through November. We would normally run that indoors on our turf field. We're going to run that league outside this fall. And then if there's inclement weather, we can move them back indoors. But we think having that space will be great to do that outside. So please, if you're interested in the NFL flag football program, you can go online and check that out. And many of you have asked, well, I'm interested in having my child in a swim lesson, but what do I do while I'm there? So we have 4 different options for you. One, you can wait outside or in your car. So we have picnic tables outside. So on a beautiful day like today, you can be outside, sit at a picnic table, read a book. Or you can sit in your car and listen to the radio or do some work on your phone, as long as you're staying on the YMCA property. So this is new to us. Normally you would have to stay inside the building, but you can go out to your car and sit in your car. You just have to tell us that that's where you're going to be. You can also take some time for yourself. And it's important that you're taking care of your own personal and mental well-being. And so when you're here for your child's class, you can leave them with the instructor, and then you can go into the fitness center and get a workout in, or go to the gym to shoot some hoops if you want to, as long as you reserve a spot on the court. You can also use that work from the Y space that I mentioned earlier. Great opportunity for you to sit down, reserve a spot at one of those desks, get a little bit of work done while your child is in a program. And you can wait in the program space. If you really want to be in the space where your child is, we can do that now. We have limited seating. So on the pool deck, we've got some benches. In our sports programs, you can sit in the bleachers. For dance lessons, you can sit on a bench outside of the studio, but you do have to wear a mask while you do it. We ask that you maintain that 6 feet of distance from others, but you can wait in those program areas. So just a really quick recap of some of the things that we've got coming forward that we're excited to share with you. You can view this online. You can check us out on our website and see all of these things that are going on, or you can give us a call. If you have any questions or you want to discuss any of this further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to chat with you. I hope you and your families are well. I hope you're healthy, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks.